always wanted to drive one of those things. They sort of look like tea kettles, don't they? How have I not noticed that? If the joy's going bad, that'll drive the entire town crazy. They're adjusting the formula. New materials. Well, that sounds encouraging. And when people sound encouraging in Wellington, well, something terrible is usually happening. I have a feeling there's not supposed to be quite so many red lights on this board. It is becoming rather unhealthy in here. Maybe I'd be safer in the Jubilator. Well, this is the slowest roller coaster I've ever been on. Oh shit! So there's an exit door here, I think, but I'm gonna have to turn on some power switches. Is that how the bobbies get around? I wonder if they ever get stuck. That could get awkward.
Peter, there you are. Why don't you come down and we'll have a chat about loyalty? No, don't be a big girl blouse, laddie. I'm just having fun with you, aren't I? Come on down and let's have a laugh.
Okay, that's one. Two more, I think. Two. One more.
Percy, what are you doing?
I'm swimming!
Oh, good Christ, where are your clothes? Percy, where are your clothes?
Right, I can open that bloody door now, I hope.
You're gonna run me down with that thing!
Not if you've gone fast enough, you rotten paws. Now, let's have a conversation. I'm sorry, no, constructive. Let's have a constructive conversation.
A shock grenade. I wonder if that's what I need to kill this berserk tea kettle. That I did not expect.
Thank God you came when you did. I didn't realise he was patriotic like that.
Look, I'm doing a newspaper story about how well you're all holding up down here.
I think I've read that article a few times.
How well are you holding up down here?
On good days, we get more things working than break down.
And on bad days?
Like today, look, there's a big electronic board down there, tells us what's broken. Ironically, that works perfect. Here's a diagram. Oh, look, it's time for my tea break. Ta-ra!
This isn't a diagram. It's a letter. A permanent solution. Again. What kind of permanent solution is he thinking of? Whatever it is, I bet that's what got Gemma taken away by the doctors.
Terribly busy. What is it?
Gemma's been taken away. I saw two doctors shove her into a popper.
Oh my goodness. Why?
But she was digging into the tunnels. That didn't come out right. I followed up. The whole underground is sort of falling apart.
Oh my.
That's why you sent her, wasn't it? Not to write about the tunnel rats.
I certainly couldn't print a story like that, could I?
The joy's gone bad, and Dr. Verloc knows. But he's telling them not to worry, he's got some sort of permanent solution.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
Well, that's sort of exactly what I thought. If I had a press pass, I could get into Hayworth Labs. And my old adulator, if you still got it.
After what happened to Gemma? Dr. Verloc, he's sort of his own law there.
I have some personal business there.
If I'm not here when you get back, if you found something out, see if you can't publish it. Those numpties out there know how to put the ink on the page, but the only articles they ever read are their own.
You're getting out? How?
Oh, I wouldn't even know how to get out. But you never know when I might stop printing lies. And they won't like that.
Great. I've got all my press stuff back. That ought to be handy. You can show up all sorts of places regular people shouldn't go.
Here to see the doctor? He does love to be in the papers, they're right on in.
Where do you think you're going then? We're not open to the general public. Bugger off!
I'm interviewing Dr. Verloc.
Ah, you're a member of the Fourth Estate. You've come at an awkward time, you see, as we're just in the middle of... Well, there's been a bit of excitement in the lab. Let's come back tomorrow.
You're not saying something's gone wrong?
No, of course not. Everything's peachy. Look, all right, you take your press pass up to Helen in public relations. Just follow the sort of brown-coloured line. I must ask you not to stray from the path, because there's all sorts of delicate machinery and chemicals and whatnot, and we don't want you hurting yourself, do we?
What sort of crisis makes them lock down the entire factory? I'm not sure the workers here will have the same respect for a press pass as the Bobbies did.
Mind the closing doors, please. Please stand by for decontamination. Product purity is our highest goal at Hayworth Labs. The decontamination procedure allows us to maintain the highest standard of purity.
I'm so glad they're concerned about purity.
You have been decontaminated. Please proceed into the lab.
I guess this is the latest test formula. I think I'll just take this with me. Evidence or something. Permanent solution. Drove the subject insane. Oh, Lord. A big red button. I wonder what it opens. I feel rather brilliant right now. Funny. Suddenly I remember that time I threatened to thrash Timmy Hargreaves because he said rotten things about Sally. And it turned out he had an older brother who'd been in the army, and he was waiting for me on my doorstep when I came home from school. And he gave me such a thrashing. Why would I remember that right now? Christ, Sally was in on the scheme. No, wait. She's being very nice about it, but she's not at all on board, is she? The salamander seems to think Verloc's solution is a tad rash. Well, it's alarming, given what she considers reasonably cautious.
Dr. Verloc is thinking very hard, sir. No visitors.
The brominating reaction has caught fire!
Sir, sorry to bother you, sir, but there's a fellow here says the reaction tank is on fire again.
I said no interruptions.
Some of the byproducts are poisonous!
He says it's poisonous, sir.
Of course there are poisonous byproducts. Tell him to do whatever they did the last time.
Dr. Verloc would like you to do whatever you did the last time.
No one knows that. He's an imposter. Implement Security Protocol 187.
Oh, yes, sir. That's my favourite protocol. I am full of the fury of the Lord, and I am right weary with holding back.
Right, I'm done fooling around.
Jeez. You
Asshole!
Can't we work something out? No?
I ask for a full battery of tests done on the latest isomer. Now, where is it? Why is it not in the pneumatic? Do any of you want to keep your jobs? I'll have you all replaced by Mrs. Pankhurst's Bridge Club. They'll do a better job than you people.
Sergeant! Sergeant!
Did you know half your workers are unconscious?
The fumes issue will resolve itself. Look, I'm very busy recalculating the brominating reaction so it is non-explosive. Unless you've got a magic formula for synthesizing joy out of bleach, whiskey and saltpeter, get out!
You're planning to lobotomize the people of Wellington Wells, aren't you?
Lobotomize is a rather inflammatory metaphor, but yes, I have been asked to synthesize something stronger and more permanent than joy. Who are you?
If you force people to have the emotions you want, then you've turned them into robots made out of meat.
And what do you think you are now? You are just the sum of the neuropeptides swirling in your bloodstream. You see, the current Downer outbreak is just a mass chemical imbalance. But I believe I can adjust the internal hormonal settings so the people stay happy no matter what.
You can't do that.
They told the Wright brothers they couldn't fly, but they did.
You can't do that.
Oh, my lord. You're that Downer they've been warning us about.
I'm actually just here for a bottle of cod liver oil.
What makes you think I'll give it to you?
This bottle of your new formula. If I smash it and you breathe the fumes, will it make you happy forever and always?
You mustn't. It makes the patient insane. Ha! Now you can't move until I take my hand off this button. Oh, shit.
Now, where's the bloody cod liver oil Sally wanted? This is the cleanest office I've ever seen. Where does he hide his junk? I wonder if he has a secret lair. Well, he's just the sort who would. Hello. I'm in a haunted house movie.
Listen, Sally Boyle's going to come live with us for a bit.
Sally Boyle? Why?
Because her mum poisoned the whole bloody rest of her family, Arthur. And because we've got a spare bed in the attic now till Percy comes back from Germany. She's your age, you know.
She's an idiot.
Well then, you two should get along beautifully.
Dr. Verloc seems to be quite the collector. Where's the fucking cod liver oil?
The King of X! The King of X! The King of X!
Don't laugh, Arthur. Don't laugh. And thank you, Sally, for another wonderful adventure. This doesn't look like where the pills go out. What's going on this conveyor belt? Possibly me. Did they fall in, or were they pushed? Or were they flushed? A hatch. Lovely. I've never seen so many hatches in my entire life. After nearly getting me killed, she better have my bloody letter of transit.
So? Sally? Salamander?
If she's not here, I swear to God I'll kill her.
Hi.
I got it? for precious cod liver oil.
Oh, you're a lifesaver.
It's a bloody souvenir.
God, it's awful.
Have you got my letter of transit then?
Arthur, we're practically the only two people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy. How are you holding up?
What do you care?
How are you going to get out?
Why won't you just give me the fucking letter of transit? Oh, it's always what you want. Always what you need. Every little Sally whim. Bloody cod liver oil.
Do you really think I'm that awful?
What, just because you fucked my dad while you were living in our house, in my mum's bed?
I'm sorry.
Look, I don't hate you. In the strangest way, you're completely innocent. You're practically the only one I know who is.
It's on the dresser there.
Are you going to be okay? I could take you with me.
Really?
We have to go now. The joy's gone bad. It's going crazy out there.
I can't go right now.
Why? Oh, God. No.
It's not simple.
It never is.
We'll have to wait till dawn.
No, that's crazy. I can't. Oh, you shouldn't have asked for that ridiculous cod liver oil.
Look, there's something I haven't been entirely straight with you about.
It's just self-preservation, Sally. No hard feelings. Do you think she really meant it? The kiss and all? What if I went back and said, yes, I'll take you, and they lived happily ever after? No! A girl like that shipwrecks, and the next day she's drinking margaritas under palm trees and you'll suffer for sharks. That is it. Never again.
Lovely day for it. May I see your letter of transit, please? Welcome to the parade, sir. And may I say you've arrived not a moment too soon.
What do you mean, Constable?
A word to the efficient is sufficient, sir. If you catch my drift. I would not count on this bridge remaining operational in the near future. Nudge, nudge, smirk, smirk. Say no more, say no more.
Bit late to work, are we?
I don't like trains, Arthur.
Are you joking? You love trains. Do you remember when we went to Plymouth on that train? You didn't want to get off.
That was in 1941.
Yeah, it must have been.
I don't want you to go to Germany.
You think I want to go? I don't know where we're going, I don't know what they're going to do with us there, and who knows if we're ever really coming back. But I don't have much of a bloody choice, do I?
Who would talk to me when you're gone?
Dad talks to you. Well, no, I suppose he doesn't really. But he does love you.
I believe you, Arthur.
He's just really rubbish at showing it.
Ah, the parade, just like I pictured it. Strange to be back here. How long ago was it I used to just trundle off to work every day, right around here? Now I just need to get into the broadcast tower so I can get into Appleholm Station and find the train tracks to the Britannia Bridge. There. All that bother, and I don't even have plague.
I don't see why you can't unquarantine the pie shop. Cook is beside herself.
My dear lady, if we lift the quarantine gate on the pie shop for you, we'd have to lift every quarantine gate for anybody.
No, you wouldn't. I'm not anybody, am I?
Perish the thought, madam.
You can just do it for me.
I'm afraid we actually can't. Our quarantine control grid needs a Framistat. We've ordered a new one from the Department of Scientific Research.
I'm throwing a dinner on Friday. I expect you to get your Fremi whatever and unquarantine the pie shop, or I shall have to explain to the Minister of Health why we have no pie.
ever wondered what life will be like 20 years into the future? That would be the year 1984. Yes, it sounds like a very long way away, doesn't it? But 1984 may be closer than you think. At the Wellington Wells House of the Future, you can imagine yourself in 1984.
Now, if I were a tool to disable the quarantine gates, where would I be? If it's not down here, I bet it's in that office.
Hargreaves, there's the Vulcan.
Arthur, you're not a bloody mule. Pick what you can carry easily.
Sorry, sir. Quarantine. No one can go through.
I sort of need to get into the building.
Oh, I don't doubt it for a minute. But whilst I have the responsibility, I do not have the authority, if you grasp my predicament. It's those doctors at the Wellington Health. They've locked down the whole bloody district.
I suppose I should just go visit the Wellington Health then?
Well, if you can go talk some sense to them, you'd be the hero of the parade, I imagine, sir. Everybody knows the plague's not real.
But I also suspect that the only way to lift this stupid quarantine is somewhere in the Wellington Health building. Oh, this should be fun. A building full of fanatics who can smell me. Naked among wolves.
Attention all attendees. The keynote dissection and luncheon will be starting in the operating theatre in 5 minutes.
How do I get to the elevator? I don't think I want to mingle with this crowd.
The quarantine floor is currently under quarantine. If you need access to the quarantine floor, please see Dr. Milton for a key.
Ah, the key card. Off to quarantine I go. Yay!
There you are. We've been waiting for you.
How long until the coconut joy takes effect? There we go. Lovely. Now, Dr. Brooks is going to bring in a series of disturbing stimuli. Hopefully, with the coconut joy I've given you, you won't be a bit bothered. We won't actually see the stimuli. There's a blind between us and you, and a blind between you and the stimuli. It's what we call a double-blind experiment. Off you go. Don't forget to write. That's my little joke. I know you've forgotten how to write. That's a rather strong reaction. I hope the equipment is properly calibrated.
Bloody hell!
Oh dear. The coconut's not terribly effective at all, is it? Don't tell anyone I said that. Well, wasn't that fun? I think we made all the necessary observations. I'll unlock the chair. Please take the corridor on the left back to your cell. Odd. The button's on the fritz again. No. You have to reroute the power for some reason. Try it now. Nada. Oh, bother. Give me a moment. Try it. It's making noises. That's promising.
I'm doing this for you, Percy. I'd never do it just for me. Let's see what I can do to this with my trusty Framistat.
Now everything's better under the sun. Oh. Talking.
The end. So come on out, or you'll miss it. Wakey, wakey, everyone. Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
I think the rail tracks are just past those revolvers. I hope I can get back to the tracks through the mine somehow.
Hello? Do I know you?
The, executive committee asked me to see how things are going down here.
About bloody time. I've been asking them for months. They think everything's peachy keen down here. It's not peachy keen, is it? I don't suppose you saw anyone working on the way in?
Unless they were disguising it terribly well, no.
They get dirty if they forget to go topside.
The XCOM sent me to inspect the machine over there.
The bucket wheel excavator? Oh, this is hilarious. Did you happen to notice a bloody great hole on your way in? That's because we delved too sloppily and too deep with that thing, and half the mine collapsed. I told the gang to stick to picks and shovels. We start that beast up again, the rest of the mine is going to collapse and take the entire bloody parade with it.
That's quite alarming. Have you removed the activator?
No. The gang don't seem very interested in starting it up.
I think you better let me remove the activator. I don't want any accidents.
All right. You'll need my key card.
I'll let them know you need relief.
By God, you are the most on-the-ball person I've seen in years. Are you sure you're not a downer?
Oh.
I've got it! What if you come with me?
And I'm too old.
What if I sneak you on the train?
That's against the rules.
Oh, if we get caught, I'll just say there was a mix-up and you can play dumb.
Are you sure?
Remember how I snuck you on that camping trip? Didn't it work out brilliantly? Just trust me.
I trust you, Arthur. I said I trust you, Arthur.
We'll go to Germany together. We'll take care of each other, no matter what happens.
You might want to see a doctor, sir.
Oh, come on! Seriously? Couldn't you just wait till I'm gone?
Are you really doing this to find Percy? I mean, where would you even look for him? Is he even alive? Is he in Russia? How would you even get to Germany? You're doing this because you don't have a strong enough sense of self-preservation to leave Wellington Wells on your own account, aren't you? You need the guilt.
Mr. Hastings. Just when I'd given up all hope of seeing an engineer.
You know, sir, we've come to the end of our time. Some of us cut and run. Some of us stand by our post. Some of us take care of our brother.
My brother? What are you saying?
All men is brothers, sir.
Right. Of course.
Oh, damn thing's so itchy. It's times like these what try men's souls, sir. They try men's souls.
I know you.
Please keep your hands inside the train. It is very dangerous to put
You must
your
get back
hands
on the train.
outside the windows of the train.
Arthur! You must get back on board!
No, I'm just here to take my brother to the train.
No! Please, Arthur! No, get up!
Mr.
please, no.
Percival Hastings.
That's me, Percy. People call me Percy.
Someone has written on this card that you are a bit dim, and you can't be roaming about on your own. You don't seem dim.
Right, well, Mum thinks I can't... Mum thinks I can't... Mum thinks I can't take care of myself. But I can.
I've had it with you!
To tell the truth, I really did want to go to Germany with my brother, Arthur. See, we'd sort of take care of each other. So I tried to sneak on, but then Arthur said, no, we have to follow the rules.
Is that so?
I'll just run along home. Mum's probably worried sick. Can I go?
This is a day we may all come to regret, Mr. Hastings. But I am not going to put one more child on that train than my duty obligates me to do. Run along then. Sir, are you all right?
I'll best be on my way. I did something terrible.
Oh, we have all done things we regret, sir. Some of them we regretted as we done them. Some of them never quite go away.
I told him we'd go to Germany together. I told him I'd hold our passports, and then I walked off the train with his passport. He didn't know how to talk to anyone but me. I can't make it up to him now. Can I?
No, sir. I imagine you cannot.
Then who is there to forgive me?
Some try to forget.
I can't do that. Not anymore.
Well, I suppose you must treat it as a gift. To know who you are. Without that, there's no hope for wisdom.
I wish I still believed in some sort of mercy.
Life goes on. That is the mercy. Come on, sir. Once you're out there, you'll know what to do.
Add 3 cc's. Well, let's just fire this up. Please don't blow up in the next 30 seconds. I'm out of blackberry spud. Come back later.
I need it now.
Sorry, I don't have any now. What the hell was that?
Where is it? Where's the blackberry?
I'm making it!
You're lying!
It's a very delicate reaction.
You're saving it all for the bobbies! Where are you? It's up there, isn't it?
Shit, I need my emergency kit. This better work on Spud.
No. She broke my brain. It's not possible. We sent them all away. They never came back. It's a rat, isn't it? I'm hallucinating, and it's a rat, and it's gonna bite me. You can't be a baby. You're a rat. You have to be a rat.
We better get Spud out of here. I hope Gwen's all right. I shouldn't have left it alone. I better turn down the heat. Who is it now? Constable! Whatever brings you here?
Someone seems to have bashed your front door in, Mom.
Terrible, isn't it? I forgot my key and I had to sort of bash my way in.
I've had reports, Mom. All sorts of people coming to your door.
Amazing, isn't it? So many people get lost these days, and they keep asking me for directions.
You're not selling illicit substances, are you?
You mean aside from Blackberry Joy? To the constabulary?
Oh. Are you Sally Boyle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how stupid of me. I'm so sorry to have been a bother. I know a terribly good joiner. I'll send him round, fix that door up for you.
No need, Constable. But you're very sweet.
I'll just, I'll be on my way, Mom.
Cheery bye. There. Shh. It's okay. The bad man is asleep. He won't bother you anymore. Oh, you've got a poopy nappy, don't you? Let's go get you a nice clean one. I'll need to filter some water. Oh. I guess if you can wait all day in that stink, I can stand it while I clean you up. Oh, you can't be serious.
Hello, Miss Boyle. Just wondering if you were, planning to drop by the old neighborhood anytime soon. We all miss you.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm just in the middle of, cooking, no. I'll get on the blower and let everyone know. As soon as it's ready. Promise. Oh, she's probably hungry by now. I should have fed her before I started the reaction. No. No, they can't all be broken. No, this was enough milk for a month. Fucking bucket. I better go calm her down. I can't think when she's crying like that. There, baby. Everything's gonna be okay. Mummy promises. Thing is, Mummy doesn't know how she's gonna feed you. Did you know that? And if she doesn't figure it out, baby is gonna starve to death. Is Mummy the worst mummy ever? Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Lionel. Wait. Lionel might have tinned milk. He has a bit of everything. Listen, darling. Mummy's gonna go and see Lionel. Try not to cry too much till Mummy comes back. Okay? Please? Mummy will be back with supper as soon as she possibly can. Please have tinned milk, Lionel. Please.
Lovely day for it.
Sally Boyle! I'm afraid I haven't got anything new or fashionable for a monk girl like yourself. Everything I've got's as old as me.
Oh, Lionel. You've never felt old to me. I need some tinned milk for something I'm brewing.
Oh, well, the trade from over the bridge, well, all we seem to have at the moment is a few tins of leftovers from the war, and they're practically collector's items. Pricey.
Oh, I'm a bit short on funds at the moment. Is there anything we could trade?
Not unless you're willing to go over to the garden district.
Why not?
A girl like you? Some of the wastrels out there, there's rumours of cannibals, devil worshippers, queue jumpers.
It's sweet that you're looking out for me.
Well, some time ago, Uncle Jack made a record album, Uncle Jack Sings. And I got a collector who's dying to have it. Now, I know there's a bunch of Uncle Jack fans who have a sort of compound on Eel Pie. If anyone's got the album, it's them. Bring me that, and I'll give you all the tin milk I have.
All right. I'll see what I can find. Uncle Jack records. Jesus Christ. Gwen's life is hanging on Uncle Jack records. Not that Lionel knows that, thank God. Damn it. I better go home and get my garden district drag. Can't walk around there in the latest Davy Hackney. It gets so resentful. One of these days, Gwen, I'm going to teach you all about chemical interactions. They're so much more reliable than boys.
Hello. Are you a friend of Uncle Jack?
Of course. Who isn't?
You'd be surprised. Some people seem to think that because we're out here in the garden district, we have to abandon all pretense of civilization.
We can't take joy, but that doesn't mean we can't see the world the way Uncle Jack does, right? It's just a question of concentration.
Oh, yes. In fact, Uncle Jack has heard of you.
He's heard of us? You can't be serious.
Is he going to talk to us on the TV? Oh, but we never get the new programs out here.
What did he say? How do you know?
Why don't you ask him? He's coming to visit. He wants to do a live broadcast from here.
He's coming here? But the place is a mess.
We have to clean up. Uncle Jack's coming. He's coming. Uncle Jack's coming.
That's the spirit. Let's show Uncle Jack just how much we love him.
Uncle Jack's coming.
How can I help you?
Sally Boyle! I hope you found my Uncle Jack record. Me brother's been pestering me.
I have indeed.
You're Brillo! Milk you shall have!
Lionel, you're sort of handy, aren't you?
Well, I do like to tinker. You'd be amazed at the state of some of these things when they come into the shop. Can't sell them if I can't fix them.
I have some designs for some apparatuses.
Some sort of water feeder for birds?
Oh, heavens no. I can't stand the crows. It's for my flowers. Mustn't overwater, but I keep forgetting to water it all.
Oh, of course. Well, let me see what I got in the back there. I bet I can find all the pieces sooner or later. They never show up right away, but they always show up sooner or later. Check back in a bit.
Here we go, darling. Baby milk. You won't believe what Mummy had to do to get this for you. Well, I'll never tell you, frankly. Who's at the bloody door now?
Sorry to bother you, ma'am. The lads is, wondering if you've got any blackberry ready for 'em.
Oh, I'm working on it. In a day or two, I hope.
The lads is getting a mite twitchy, to tell you the truth. I must ask you to accompany me to the station so you can explain yourself to them precisely.
I don't understand the worry. Haven't I always provided you with blackberry? I just had a little hiccup in the lab. I'd be working on it right now, but apparently you lads are lonely.
That ain't quite true though, Mum, is it? You've been seen all over town doing all sorts of things.
We don't imagine that Lionel Cashier is much of a source of pharmaceutical ingredients.
Oh, but there, you'd be wrong, Constable. See, I had to replace some bits of lab equipment.
And you've been roaming around the Golden District doing Lord knows what.
Yes, well, blackberry's made with herbal extracts. Why do you think it's called blackberry?
And the Victoria Memorial Camp? 2 visits in the last week? I suppose them visits was for our benefit as well.
Not at all. I was visiting the General. He also gets quite cross when I haven't seen him in a while.
So he... well, yes, of course you would. Right. Well, we can hardly expect Miss Boyle to ignore the General now, can we, lads? Of course you would.
Nonetheless, Miss Boyle, the lads have developed an appetite for your fine cooking, as it were. If they go hungry, chaos will ensue. We must insist that you devote your full and urgent attention to feeding them.
Or what?
Or we shall be compelled, willing or no, to provide your assistance, willing or no, to Dr. Verloc. And that won't be cheery for either of us.
I guess I can't blame them for being antsy. It's not fun going off blackberry. And if they go back on regular joy, they'll get the cramps and they won't even remember why. Thank God I'm almost done with this new batch. Jesus, it smells like burning chemicals. Oh shit. Where's the fire extinguisher? Christ almighty! You're tired, aren't you? Mummy's so tired she could cry too. Did you know that? Why didn't you close your lovely eyes? The girl needs her beauty sleep. Wouldn't you like to have some lovely dreams? Mummy could really use some lovely dreams. They're really good. Okay. First things first. How bad is the damage to the lab? The triode on the crystallizer's broken. Ugh. Why do I get an N7 vacuum tube? Oh, God. My old chemistry box. It must be still in my old house. I was really hoping I'd never have to go back there.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl who was the only girl in the village, and she was a secret. She made herself very small and never fussed. The only word she ever said was hush. The villagers didn't even notice her. They didn't know a little girl could even exist. So, if she cried just a little bit, they thought they were hearing a rat caught in a trap. And in this way, she kept her secret very, very secret.
I hope you get to meet Arthur someday. Mummy used to live at his house until she fucked everything up.
Well, young Miss Boyle, you know there's a curfew. You don't want some Fritz to shoot you dead, do you?
Sorry, sir.
Let's get you home. You had another fight with your mum, didn't you? why don't I put in a good word? Mrs. Boyle, I've got a young lady out here who, I'm sorry. They don't seem to be at home.
What? Let me go in.
They're not at home. Let me take you to the station for a cup of tea.
What happened? Let me in.
Best you don't go in, miss. Cup of tea's best.
What did she do? What did she do? What did she do?
Mrs. Boyle? I've got a young lady out here who, they don't seem to be at home.
And Mum said, you don't have to worry about the train. No one's going on the train. Shut up, Sally. You're a big girl. Stop crying. A beaker, a thermostat, N7 triode. I think I can fix my lab. Now I just need to replace all my chemicals. Stuart. I've got to talk to Stuart. Maybe he's got the chemicals I need squirreled away somewhere.
Well, if it isn't Sally Boyle. Himself is upstairs tinkering.
When will he be?
It's been weeks now. It's a device you left behind. Apparently, it's quite clever and complex.
I just came to buy some chemicals.
Over my cold, dead body.
Fiona.
It's not just borrowing my man while you were here. I could have got over that. It's the ambitions you put into him.
Fiona, I'm sorry.
He wants to be more than a village chemist. How's that, I says? Will you go to London to study to be a doctor? Will you take over Haworth Labs? She still wouldn't take you back, I says. But you sold him the stars. And now he can't barely see where he's going.
Maybe he liked me because I thought he could be more. Do you ever think of that?
Get out of here. Get out, you witch. And don't let the door hit you in the arse on the way out.
Well, she's mellowed. Fiona said Stuart's been working on my old pituitary extractor. Maybe I can get it back from him later, when she's not in the shop. Wait. Harry Cavendish. He still works for the labs, doesn't he? And he owes me a favour. I'll drop by his house. Harry? It's Sally. Sally Boyle.
Just a moment. Just a moment, damn it. I can't get to the door as fast as I used to. Sally Boyle. I haven't seen you in a dog's age.
What happened to your eyes?
Oh, this little thing. Dr. Hughes miscalculated the brominating reaction, and it blew up in my face. Then he convinced Dr. Verloc it was my fault. So I got the sack.
That weasel.
Oh, you don't have to pretend you're interested in the tedious old lab. How's the glamorous life of an experimental chemist?
It's a bit blocked at the moment. Can't get mercury amalgam.
Did you know they vent gallons of it onto Rat Home? Oh, well, you wouldn't. You've moved on to greener pastures.
I'm sorry. I thought Anton knew what he was doing.
Oh, I don't blame you for leaving us all behind. When love fades, you have to move on. Well, I'm sure you'll figure out where to find some amalgam.
Maybe I will. But someone's got to prove it was Dr. Hughes' fault you lost your eyes.
You know, you're right. He could hurt someone else.
Is there any evidence that it was his fault?
You know, now that you mention it, his lab notes. He keeps them in his doctor bag. I bet they're all the evidence I need. Oh, you know what? I bet they'd also tell me how to extract the amalgam you need out of the stuff the lab is piping onto Rat Home.
I'll get you his lab notes.
Here's where he lives. Come back, and I'll tell you where to find the pump outlet.
Don't go anywhere.
Wouldn't dream of it.
This must be the bag Harry wanted. Harry? It's Sally. Sally Boyle.
Just a moment. Just a moment, damn it. I can't get to the door as fast as I used to. Did you get Dr. Hughes's bag?
I've got it.
Aren't you Brillo? Well, here's the formula you'll need. You can get to Rat Home via the maintenance tunnels. There's a code at the door. It's 1649.
I really am sorry about the accident. I thought Anton had a handle on things.
Well, now we know. Cheerio.
That was nasty. I'll need a few things before I go. I can get there from any hatch, now that I've got the code.
I won't let anyone take my little girls away.
How do you plan to manage that? You mustn't lie to them.
I'm not.
I said, how do you plan... Lovely weather. I half expect to see some horribly mutated Cheshire cat watching me from one of these trees. Oh. Where do I get the keycard to this? What's this keycard doing here? I bet whoever left it was wearing a dress without pockets. I suppose I just shove my canteen in there and hope it doesn't burn my hand off. Full canteen. I hope Harry's right about getting the mercury out. Right. Next ingredient, pituitary extract. Stuart Adams was tinkering with my old extractor, wasn't he? Maybe I can buy it back from him. Or borrow it. I could use a bit of money. And I bet Stuart wouldn't mind having a few Sally specials to sell. The old top
Sally?
shelf.
Oh, you never come by anymore.
Well, Fiona.
Oh, Cerberus. Aye. She's never understood me, Sally. Not like you do.
She mentioned, among other things, that you've improved my extractor. Have you still got my extractor?
I have. Oh, you're going to be very proud of me. It's much quicker now. Might even sting a little less.
You've improved it?
Would you like to test it out?
You sure Fiona won't murder you?
Oh, she barks, but she don't bite. Much.
I'll let you know how it works. Honey pituitary extract from someone who's been exposed to mustard gas. Mikey Forrester's clinic ought to have a patient or two like that. I'll send him a note on the blower. Let's see what Mikey has to say for himself. Someone's upstairs. How'd they get in? Well, General, why didn't you let yourself in?
You didn't answer my knock.
I wasn't home.
Then you ought to lock the door. Oh, the memories always come back.
Oh, then you have such dreadful things to remember.
Be nice.
Let me make the bad memories go away.
What on earth is that?
Are you hallucinating? Rainbow has all sorts of crazy side effects.
It couldn't be a cat. Hasn't been a cat since the war.
You are going to love this one.
Couldn't be a baby.
Don't be silly. No one's had a baby in 15 years. Say, ah! Dance with me, Robert.
Shame I won't remember any of this.
You do come here to forget. Ow. Fuck in a bucket. General? Robert? Are you still here? Please don't still be here. He'll forget. He has to forget. No one can know about you, Gwen. Especially not the General. Found someone. Meet usual place. Oh, for heaven's sake, Mikey. You could have just written down the name and sent it up the blower.
I'm risking my job, you know. Patient records are supposed to be private.
I'm not gonna hurt him. I promise.
I suppose I don't really want to know the truth.
Don't worry. No one will ever know. Arthur! Arthur Hastings!
Lovely day for it.
You lovely day for it, me, you idiot. It's me! Sally! I knew it was you. I mean, it's another you. The glasses, the hair, you're all dashing now. But the way you look around, all intense like that, I just knew that's Arthur. How the hell are you?
Sally? You look quite stylish.
This ancient thing. I've had it 2 weeks. I'm not even sure it's still in style.
Green and white checked. Your dress. That night you ran out the door and I never saw you again.
That horrible gingham dress. I had to grab something to put on, didn't I? Wait. You're off your joy.
Oh, don't be
Oh, ye
ridiculous.
of little faith. I'd never turn you in. You wouldn't believe what I've got myself into.
I saw Percy. A picture of him. And I remembered the train.
Oh, shit.
I have to go find him. I promised I'd take care of
How are
him.
you going to get out? Do you even have a letter of transit?
Absolutely. On my desk, in the city. I've been living in the Garden
The
District.
Garden District?
Off the scraps of our former civilization.
God. I could help you. I do know General Bing.
Oh, the General. You always did have a knack for making helpful new friends.
You still hate me.
Yeah, well, I've only been wondering for the past 14
We were
years.
16!
Could you?
Because he took me in when my mum died. Because he was so generous. Because he said he loved me. I don't know. Some things just happen whether you want them to or not. We were so close. The two musketeers. Remember?
You know how we used to sit on the swings by the Crash V1? These days I spend a lot of time there, remembering.
Look. It's a horrible, terrible world out there, and no matter how clever and brave and fierce you are now, you'll need a letter of transit to get into the Emerald City.
I've missed you for 14 years. I think I can escape Wellington Wells without your help. And I definitely don't want any favours from your latest friend.
Arthur! Well, there's your answer, darling. Arthur hasn't forgotten you. Shit. Colonel Lawrence? Wasn't he the hero of Ramsgate? I mean, of course, he's been exposed to mustard gas. He was in the Great War. I do need his pituitary extract. I guess I'll have to pay him a visit. I bet I can just walk right on in.
Sorry, we're very busy. The family is in mourning, and will be shortly. With any luck.
I've come with the Colonel's prescription.
Prescription? What does he need with medicine? He's dying. No thanks. I know you're a clever chemist and all, but he's very old, and we've decided to let nature take its course.
Oh, it's not a cure. You can't cure old age, can you? This is really just to help ease the way. Help him sleep.
Wouldn't mind if he slept a bit more. Always ringing that goddamn bell. All right, I'll give him the pills.
I'm afraid it goes in the other end.
I suppose you'd like to administer it.
I can do that. I understand that the family is sometimes uncomfortable.
Great. Well, up you go.
Honor? Regina? No? Is it... Is that you, Hope? I thought you were... gone on holiday. They've been beastly to me, your sisters.
I'm sorry, Papa.
They're waiting for me to die. I'm surprised I haven't woken up with a pillow over my face.
How horrible. You survived artillery and mustard gas, but your daughter's your enemy now.
You're not Hope, are you? Who are you? Who? Honor! Regina! Help!
This will only sting a little. I hope. You deserve better. We don't have a lot of heroes. All right. I have my maturity extract and my amalgam. I need to replace the saffrol and the mephedrone. How do I get those?
Sally Boyle! What a lovely bunch of nonsuches. From your mum's garden, but she's crying.
Can you make me different? I want to be different.
But you are different.
She means like everyone else.
I'm supposed to care about dresses and dances, and all I can think about are rockets and chemicals. Can you give me something to make me silly?
For a couple of hours, I dare say. Shush! You don't have to care about dresses and dances. You just have to pretend to. Your mother told you to always tell the truth, didn't she?
The lies they tell children.
But you ladies don't care about dresses, do you?
But I love dresses.
Keep to your chemicals. For later.
Later? Later when?
Things change.
What do you mean? Do you know something? Where did you all go? The weird sisters. They're always making potions and things out of herbs. I bet they could help me.
Call the maiden. I have called her. She is here. Summon time. 'Tis time. 'Tis time. She comes.
Hello? Nimue? Vivienne Morgals? How do they do that?
All hail, Sally Boyle, mistress of alchemy. All hail, Mistress Boyle, who knows the secret of maternity. All hail, Mistress Boyle, who seeks the other shore.
I keep forgetting. You know my secret.
This potion will help your daughter sleep. She won't get hungry as quickly.
I don't know that I believe in magic.
What else is left to believe in?
The potion isn't magic. It's herbalism. Your mum knew herbs pretty well, didn't she?
Yes. Especially what you can do with foxglove. In fact, I came here for some ingredients I need for some... well, drugs.
Have you tested magic and proved it wanting? Or have you simply assumed that what you don't understand can't be true?
I suppose I haven't tested it.
Then do this, if you like. We place our sacrifices in a chest in the wilds. I'll put the place on your map.
put some bricks in the chest and say this prayer.
Bricks?
See what comes of it, and then return.
But about my ingredients?
We'll help you with what you want, but first, learn what you need. You don't even know what that is. Before the learner attains wisdom, the teacher has the right to give several tasks.
Several.
That's how it works, yes?
All right. When will I see you three again?
When you know what is unknown.
Anon, anon.
Oh. Of course the lads are here. Mustn't let the birds go thinking they can do things by themselves.
Oh, feed me! Don't feed me! Well, you can't just call it a victory! Oh my God,
There we go. 5 bricks. Now I just say this prayer. Goddess, lighten my burden. Give me the strength to carry what I must, so I no longer need the strength of others. Goddess, I dedicate these bricks to you. Blessed be. All right. Huh? That's it? That's strange. I do feel stronger. Maybe because I'm not carrying around a ton of bricks. I guess I should talk to the weird sisters again.
Did you say the prayer?
I sort of feel stronger, actually. I think I can actually carry a bit more. You can't prove it's magic, though. What if it's psychosomatic?
So what if it is? You're still feeling stronger.
I'd rather you taught me about herbs. I need them for the drugs I have to make.
Patience. You are close to the learning you seek. Our henge has been occupied.
The old stone circle? The wedding party stones?
There's ancient power there. The sacred circle has been polluted. If you can clear it, then we'll teach you about the herbs you need.
Wow. That sounds sort of fun and righteous. Why not?
What can I do for you today?
I've got another little tinkering job for you, Lionel.
I do so enjoy these little commissions. No one else challenges my imagination quite like you do. That's a rather odd bag. What would you need that for?
Oh, that's for certain compounds that have to be kept at a very specific temperature and pressure.
Aren't you clever? Well, it might take a little while, but I think I can figure it out. Come on back in a little while.
Have you got my chemical bag?
Not quite yet. I had no idea you had to be so careful with chemicals. Give me another little while.
Do you think it's sweet enough?
Why don't you taste it? Seriously, you won't die from just a smidge. It'll just make everything burn a little brighter, is all. Back at the house, we'll give everybody a huge cup of it.
It doesn't hurt when we free our souls from their fleshy prisons, does it?
I think your heart races for a bit, and then off we go to the ethereal plane.
Why don't we use hemlock? Like how Socrates killed himself. Hemlock doesn't hurt at all.
My God. They're brewing poison.
Because we already made 2 big batches of ditch slacks. Can you imagine if we came back to the Reverend Father with a big bowl of hemlock now? He'd laugh at us. Might not even let us come along on the sacred journey.
I'll just keep stirring then.
All our questions will be answered once we're no longer in the prison of our bodies. That's what he said, right?
It's some sort of suicide cult. I'm not going to let them poison a whole bunch of people. Now I've got to get rid of this poison. I didn't know where else to go. I'm sorry.
Did he lock you out? You're here for Rue, I imagine.
Rue? Why the hell would I need Rue?
She's not...
That's an abortifacient.
Oh!
I'm not pregnant. I can't be. Joy's a contraceptive.
The regular kind is.
Oh, God. I'm such an idiot.
You have a lot to think about. If you keep it...
Then we'll help you as much as we can. But you'll need to be very brave, dear.
Much braver than if you don't.
Wise, and yet not wise.
The people there, they were wearing these sigils.
Oh, Lord. The space god people. Ransom Mackenzie's congregation in Gardner House.
They were making digitalax?
In small amounts, it's a drug. More than that, it's a poison.
You can make it from red foxglove seeds.
We make all sorts of useful potions and things out of it. You could too.
I think their Reverend Father is planning for the whole lot of them to kill themselves.
I can think of a lot of reasons to kill yourself in the Garden District. But no one should have their death chosen for them.
You know about my mum?
I remember there was a terrible accident. Your mum put the wrong herbs in the family dinner. The whole family died except you. It was just before the train, so I always wondered. It wasn't an accident, was it?
I think she didn't want my sisters to be scared. All alone in Germany. So she killed them. And I guess she didn't want Dad to hate her. So she killed him too. And she couldn't live with herself. I don't know why she left me behind.
Here.
This is the recipe for digitalax? And something more?
Mix it into their poison, and it should change from poison to... let's call it an eye-opener. You'll need digitalax for that, among other things. Come back, and I'll have the rest of what you need. You're making a sort of herbal blackberry joy, aren't you?
You know your chemistry.
I was on Harry Hayworth's team when we invented joy. One day I hope the goddess will forgive me for that.
Mum made the antidote, didn't she? In case she had second thoughts. But she didn't have second thoughts. They've already started. I've got to get to the poison before they all take it. That's what they're going to poison everyone with.
Let's go. Let's get those cups out to everyone who wants some.
If I've done this right, they'll realise the world is a lot bigger than the Garden District. Or something.
We're going to start handing out the cups now. Don't worry, there's enough for everyone, more than enough. But don't sip it, or you might feel sick for a bit. A little might make you queasy. A full cup and you won't feel a thing. You'll just wake up in a little while, feeling no pain, feeling no gravity, looking down at the earth from the pickup vehicle, and then you'll get to meet everybody up there.
Hands are really beautiful, aren't they? They're like God's hands.
I've never noticed all the colours. Is this heaven?
Life's so short, you know?
This place is bad. It's a bad place.
Why did you want us to die? Why? It's because you wanted to die, isn't it? You just wanted company.
Let's get out of here. We're leaving. You can kill yourself if you like.
Wait! Don't go! You'll miss the pickup vehicle! You'll all miss the pickup vehicle!
You sick Dying bastard.
What are you doing? These people are trying to get to a higher plane of existence.
Are you mad? Or are you just a swindler who's convinced himself? I don't think I care.
Prove it's not true. You can't. You might as well try to prove that God doesn't exist.
I think Wellington Wells is a pretty good proof of that.
Get out, meddler! Heathen!
Supper's over!
Sorry, pickup vehicle service on this line has been permanently suspended.
You stopped them.
How do you know that? Magic?
We can see it in your face.
They weren't very happy with me.
You took away their sense of purpose.
I couldn't let them do it.
What your mother did. Do you worry you have that in you?
All the time.
To be a mother is to worry. You have worlds within you. Only some are death. Here, the recipes you need to replace the blackberry joy. You'll need red owl butterflies, Opsiphanes cassii. They're hard to find, but they're all over the train station. You can use our old butterfly net.
Thank you. Oh, perfect. Ollie Starkey lives there. Who knows if he'll remember me?
Well then, blessed be. Blessed be. Blessed be.
Off I go to the train station, then to catch some butterflies. Arthur always had the worst nightmares about this place. I suppose I would too, if...
I can't let them go off on their own.
I'd go in their place if I could.
They're not hard like you. They're delicate. They're flowers. They still climb into bed with me when they have nightmares.
I'd go anyway.
I'm going to pretend you never said that.
They'll be fine. They'll adapt. Kids adapt.
Oh, you can't understand what it's like, can you? For someone to take your children away, to send them where you can't protect them. Where you can't even hold them when they cry, when they're scared. You're not a mother. And you probably never will be, will you?
Now, how do I get out of here? This is brilliant. I can replace almost everything I... I better finish that batch of blackberry joy, or the whole world's gonna freak out.
Lovely day for it, Miss Spoil. The lads have grown quite concerned about the lack of blackberry in their diet.
Then they're in luck. I've made quite a bit of it, and it's all for you, lads.
Oh, won't the lads be delighted? I hope you will accompany me to the station forthwith.
The lads have prepared a little merriment to show our gratitude.
Miss Spoil makes the world go round. Miss Spoil makes the world go round. Miss Spoil, Miss Spoil, Miss Spoil, Miss Spoil.
S-A-V-E-D to the S-A-V-E-D. S-A-V-E-D from the bonds of S-I-N. Glory, glory, hallelujah, hip hooray, amen, sing hallelujah, sing hallelujah. For the sixpence on a drum, save another drunken bum, sing hallelujah, sing hallelujah. For the sixpence on the drum and you'll be saved.
That was wonderful. Thank you.
There, lads. That should hold you for a bit, right? And Miss Boyle will be sure to synthesise a blackberry on time next time, so we don't have all this awkwardness. After all, with all you lads are going through, who knows how long this batch will last? Not as long as the last one, I'll wager.
Fuck. How many times did I nearly get myself killed for this patch? Gwen, we have got to get out of this goddamn town.
No. It's a rat. You're a rat. You have to be a rat.
It's just a silly feeling. I'll go home and make sure she's all right. I'm sure she's fine. It's just one rat where it shouldn't be. That's exactly how Mummy feels. She's not allowed to show it to anyone. Not even you. Aren't you hungry, darling? We'll get across to the mainland. I just haven't got the faintest fucking clue how. But I bet there are still cows out there. Or goats. Won't be this awful stuff Mummy proves. Oh, you've got a cough. And a cute little runny nose. And a rash that keeps getting worse. Oh, and a fever. Dear Lord, please don't let it be measles. Oh my God. Babies die of measles. How the hell do I treat it? Where the fuck am I gonna get cod liver oil? Cod liver oil. Yes, Dr. Verloc does have some. But he's pretty pissed off at Mummy right now. But I'll die if I don't get cod liver oil. All right. I'll go and see him. Maybe he's calmed down. Maybe. Christ, I haven't been to Hayworth Lab since I started showing. This is not going to be fun.
Hello, it's Sally. Sally Boyle. Can I come in?
Right, ma'am. I'll get the door for you. Miss Boyle, what a nice surprise. We haven't seen you in quite some time, have we, Constable Whistler?
Indeed, we have not, Constable Layton, and may I say, Mom, you brighten our day. Like
Blackberry Joy.
What would we do without our Blackberry Joy?
And we thank you for it, don't we?
I must say Dr. Verloc is not equally thankful, seeing as you have become his primary competition.
And he nurses a broken heart.
Hell hath no fury, as they say. Are you quite sure you wish us to announce your presence?
Please.
Dr. Verloc, sir?
I said no interruption.
Dr. Verloc, sir, there is a young lady who wishes to see you.
You'll have to be more specific.
You place me in a quandary, sir, as you have expressly forbidden me to speak her name on any account.
Sally.
Hi.
Come crawling back, have you?
Please don't hate me, Anton.
Oh, no? I teach you everything I know. You steal my notes.
They were my notes, Doctor.
You steal my business, and you have the nerve to come back here.
You locked me out in the rain to teach me a lesson.
And then you replace me with Bing.
Anton.
We were so close. So close to cracking the isometric structure of the new molecule. I suppose you cracked it on your own after you left, didn't you?
Doctor.
You're Blackberry.
Doctor!
I don't care if the General's protecting you. You've gone too far this time. Sergeant, arrest her. She's a thief. Don't let her get away.
I am sorry, Miss Boyle.
Perhaps you had better...
Yeah. Of course. Fuckity fuck. Where do I get cod liver oil now? Wait. Arthur. He was always so good at finding things. If he can survive the Garden District... He was so mad, but... He could never stay mad at me for long. Not after he told me off. I'm sorry.
For the past 14 years, I've sort of thought about what I'd say if I ever ran into you again. But being a complete jealous arse about the General was not really part of the plan.
Sir Robert's a client.
Oh, good. I mean...
I don't go around having sex with all my clients.
No. Of course not.
I could ask him. He likes to feel important.
Even after all those awful things I said.
We used to be Arthur and Sally. The two musketeers. Remember?
Did you really come here just to offer me a letter of transit? Or did you want something?
I thought we could help each other.
All right. What do you want?
I used to know I could trust you about anything.
Of course you can trust me. What is it you want?
It's going to sound stupid, but... a bottle of cod liver oil.
A bottle of cod liver oil? Like your mum used to torment you with?
What if I told you it was sort of a souvenir?
Why on earth would you want to remember your mum?
I don't know. I keep hoping I'll remember something that'll make it all better. Like maybe it was an accident and she didn't mean to poison the soup. You know how joy fucks up your memories. Look, if it's too much to ask...
I suppose it would be too much to expect. Don't worry, Arthur. I will ask my friend the General for a rotten scrap of paper just for old time's sake.
Look. It's not exactly a souvenir. Things have got a little more complicated than usual. I'm sorry I fucked everything up. I wanted to die, you know? I thought about it. But I couldn't. Not after...
After what your
what
mum
my
did?
mum did.
Look, I'll get it for you. The cod liver oil.
I missed you so. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I'll get you that letter.
I have to go.
I'm sorry.
I really...
It just,
I'll just
came out.
Go. Get you that bottle. Meet you back here sometime. Let you know when I've got it.
I guess I've got to see the General now. Won't that be fun?
Lovely to see you, Miss Boyle.
Nice to see you, Miss Boyle.
It's not my turn. If it moves, salute it. If it don't move, put it away. If you can't move it, put camo netting on it.
Hello, boys. Keeping us safe?
Next walk can't come soon enough, if you ask me, miss.
Hope the Jerrys come before my knees go, Mum.
I'll let the Jerrys know you miss them. I hope the General's not in one of his oh poor me moods. It's such a chore dragging him out of them. If he's cheery, I bet he'll give me the letter of transit without a blink. Hello? Hello? Anybody home? It's Sally Boyle. I'm not a German infiltrator. Please don't ambush me. Where are they?
Miss Boyle, we weren't expecting you. Harry, why the fuck is the gate open? Excuse my French, ma'am. I told you to close it.
No, Sergeant, you didn't. You said you were going to close it, but you had to go to the loo first.
No, I didn't. I said I'm going to the loo. Why didn't you close the gate?
Boys, you can close it now if you like.
Right, Harry, close the gate, if you please, whilst I accompany Miss Boyle to the General's office.
Miss Boyle! Oh, won't he be happy to see you? He's trying to fix the boat again.
The one in the warehouse?
You mean the one in the boathouse, as his mom?
They've moved the boat to the water.
And he's got Hardy patching it up. Hardy don't hardly know which end of a boat goes in the water.
If you don't think Hardy's up to it, find me someone who does know boats. Sally!
Suppose you drift away, sir. How are we going to fetch you?
What an unexpected pleasure.
Army officers ought not to be pottering about in boats, sir.
I realise you must be out of Rainbow. You haven't been round in weeks.
Wasn't I around just a few days ago?
Damn it. Oh, and a friend of mine left the parade without his letter of transit. Now he can't go back to work. Isn't that silly?
Any friend of yours, my dear.
It's been too long, anyway.
Oddest thing, last time I was there, I could swear I heard something that sounded like a cat. But I haven't seen a cat since the war. Have you? Fortunately, I wrote myself a note. Sally's got a baby. What do you suppose that means?
Who knows? Once you hallucinated that you were back in India and you kept saying, but I don't want to shoot some poor bastard's elephant.
You're as clever a liar as I am. You can lie with the truth.
You're cruel as a toy with me, General.
It's Dr. Verloc's baby, isn't it? No wonder you never told him. God knows what he'd do to a baby. You might have told me.
She's not your bloody baby. So what do you care?
Do you remember the children born after the war? We got some of them out, but they made everyone so unhappy.
Can you get us out?
I might be able to get her out if I'm very clever, but no. I can't spare you. What do you think would happen if our beloved Bobbies ran out of Blackberry Joy? I've a safe house. Remember that abandoned building where you threw me that masquerade ball last year? I've cleaned it up a bit. Bring her there.
I'm not sending her away.
Why not? It's traditional, a single girl in trouble, not equipped to take care of her baby. I'd have thought you'd be grateful. You'll end up in one of Dr. Verloc's glass cells, and even I won't be able to save you. You don't know what it's like to be alone, do you? A girl like you never is. I think you know the way out.
All right. I've got the bloody letter of transit. Arthur said he'd let me know when he had the cod liver oil. Oh, I hope he sent me something on the blower. Wait. If the General's got the boat in the boathouse, if I can get it working, maybe I can get us out of here. He's here. The General's Bristol pilot. My God, if I could steal a boat... But does it work?
Miss Boyle! How lovely to see you.
You got the boat in the water. Well, over the water anyway.
It don't leak quite as much anymore. Thing is, the motor don't turn. I mean, forget starting it. The old man's got the only key. I can't even turn it with a wrench. Rusted solid. I'd have to take it apart, but I think I'd never get it back together again.
You know a lot about boats, and you're the only one fixing it up?
Ma'am, I'm a joiner. If you need a door hung, I'm your man. Apparently, that makes me the General's expert on boats.
My dad and I patched up a Bristol pilot when I was a girl.
Is that what sort of boat it is?
Did about 20 leagues, but it wasn't really white water. So we sold it for a twin diesel schooner. Of course, the Navy requisitioned that for lake patrols. We tried to patch up a Q-boat during the occupation, but we couldn't find a ramjet. I'm not an expert.
Would you happen to know how to fix the motor?
Well, if it's rusted solid, maybe Dr. Faraday would make a new one for me.
You know Dr. Faraday? If the likes of me asked her, she'd probably zap me with one of her satanic devices.
All right, but don't tell the General.
No, ma'am. It'll be our little secret. Won't the General be surprised?
Well, Gwen, we may just make it out of here alive after all. I just need to get Dr. Faraday to make a new boat motor for me. Then I lied my arse off to Hardy. I've never been near a boat, so I'll need to find someone who can tell me how to drive one. And I guess I'll need to steal the General's key to the boat. All right. First things first. Who can tell me about boats? Wait. The air raid shelter. Arthur and I snuck in there once. And then we walked the rail tunnels all the way back to Maidenhome. I should go down there and make sure the hatch door is still open. Never hurts to have an escape hatch. Oh. Wouldn't Arthur be pleased if he'd come up with that? Brilliant. Now I... Oh, that crazy old pirate. He must know about boats. He can't be hard to find. He's always at the pub.
Hello, Miss Boyle. Usual.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm looking for someone.
He's not here. He's just stepped out. Don't know when he'll be back.
Where's the pirate?
Does he owe you money too?
No, I want to talk with him about boats.
He ran out looking for Eddie. The meat boy said he was on Wednesday's Hill.
Eddie McMillan? What's he doing there?
What do you get when you cross an elephant with a rhino?
What?
Elephino. Watch yourself out there. The old name for that hill wasn't Wednesday.
That's goddamn creepy.
They've taken him. Poor Eddie.
Who's taken Eddie?
The cultists. Up on the hill.
The Yam people?
It's not yams they worship. It's too horrible. You have to stop them. They're gonna kill him. I wish I could do it. I'm too scared. Oh, God. My legs have got all watery. I'm a coward, Miss Boyle. A coward.
I'll do my best. Don't go anywhere.
Save him, Miss Boyle. Please. Seek me. Know thy seeking and yearning shall avail thee not, unless you know the mystery. For if that which you seek you find
please,
not in me,
don't
you
kill
will
me.
never find it in yourself. For I am older than the beginning, and I will be there after the end of desire. I am
Save me!
who I am.
Save me, please!
Hear the words of the old one, whose names are secret in
Thank you! Thank you, thank you! They promised me sweets if I came along with them. But there weren't any, and they tied me up.
You mustn't trust strangers, Eddie.
I know. But I can trust you, can't I? You're good. And Arthur, he's good too. Percy always said so.
Yeah. Arthur's bloody brilliant. Look, you wait here. I'll send someone to get you home.
You saved him. I wish I had. I love that lad. He's one of the best people I know.
Yeah. He'll need you to carry him home. Listen, Captain, I need to fix up a Bristol pilot. The, General's.
Oh, that's a beauty. I love that boat. Clean lines, beautiful woodwork. I was just reading about it.
Could I borrow your book?
Oh, sure. Here we go. Least I can do. After I didn't save Eddie, keep it. You'll need it more than I do. Tell you the truth, I haven't been in a boat in 15 years. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a sovereign for a thirsty pirate, would you?
I feel smarter about boats already. When is Arthur getting that cod liver oil? Maybe he's got it. Maybe he's already sent a note on the blower. I'm so close to our playground. Maybe I should just see if he's there and see how things are going. Hi. You're still in town.
I got it. Your precious cod liver oil.
Lifesaver.
Have you got my letter of transit then?
Arthur, we're practically the only two people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy. You look rough.
What do you care?
How are you gonna get out?
Why won't you just give me the fucking letter of transit? Oh, it's always what you want, always what you need, every little Sally whim. Bloody cod liver oil.
Am I really that awful?
What, just because you seduced my dad in my mum's bed while you were staying in our house?
How was I supposed to tell him no? I'd never anywhere else to go.
Sorry.
Here. Let's go together. We're two musketeers. I'm scared, Arthur. Aren't you?
It's going crazy out there. We have to go now.
Wait. I have to go back to my place first.
Why?
And we sort of have to wait till dawn.
Oh, God, no.
It's something I have to tell you.
No, that's crazy. I can't. Oh, you shouldn't have asked for that ridiculous cod liver oil.
I've got a baby.
It's just self-preservation, Sally. No hard feelings.
Arthur? Arthur?
Did he even hear me? Of course he heard you. He just didn't care. At least he brought the cod liver oil. At least that. I've got to get it to Gwen as fast as I can.
Mummy's got something wonderful for you. Well, actually, it's perfectly horrid. I know. But it will help you fight those nasty measles. And that is everything.
We're gonna see the world, darling. We're gonna leave this awful place and go wherever we want. Just as soon as you're feeling better. All right. I know a thing or two about the General's boat. Now I just need a boat motor. I hope Dr. Faraday can make me one I can carry. Oh dear. Oh, shut it up. I hope she's not gone on holiday.
Annie's pretty neat, isn't she? Oh, this again. It was months ago. I was only dancing.
Well,
she turned you
someone's
on.
inside, obviously.
I was only dancing. You wanted her. Don't get me wrong, I was only dancing. I was watching from the stairs. James, you're everyone that ever cared. Oh, sweet Jesus, you have a way with words. She turned me on, but I was only dancing. Won't you dance with me? Please? Damn it. All right.
Come on! I know you're in there. James! Roger, it's Sally Boyle!
Oh, Sally! What are you doing here? Roger! Roger, it's Sally Boyle!
Where's Dr. Faraday? Is she all right?
I'm afraid she died. There was an explosion.
For fuck's sake, James. It's Sally Boyle.
She's not here. She died.
James!
She said she died in the explosion. Oh, fuck!
She's right upstairs.
Roger!
Dr. Faraday? It's Sally Boyle. Dr. Faraday? James said you're alive.
I suppose 3 can keep a secret if 2 of them are dead.
You're hiding in your own house.
I don't like people. They want things. Disturbs my thought processes.
That's a shame. I rather like people.
I used to have the most beautiful collection of records. Helped me tune everyone out. But all my records blew up with my house. What brings you here?
Who do you listen to?
I'm sort of embarrassed to admit it, but the make-believes. The early stuff, before Nick sold out. The Unicorn song?
That's my favourite.
I had a rather brilliant formula in my head the last time I had it on. See, I've been trying to make a sort of portal. No matter. I lost the idea when I lost the record.
I know where a copy is. I think I could get it for you.
Really? I know if I heard that song, I'd remember my idea. That's how my brain works.
Could you make me a motor for a Bristol Pilot?
Boat motor? I've had sneezes more complicated than a boat motor. I thought you were here for something difficult. Ah, sure. You bring me the Unicorn song and I'll make you a boat motor.
The Unicorn song. That awful song. I bet the only person in Wellington Wells who hasn't burned their record is Nick himself. I can't believe how many times he made me listen to it. Or at least we were on drugs. He'd never part with it. On the other hand, he's passed out half the time I come by. I'll just sneak in while he's sleeping. Where did I leave the key card he gave me? It's in that suitcase I brought to the Bobbies. Why the hell did I leave it there? Well, funky as ever. I'm not surprised the maid quit. It's probably down in his secret lair. How do we get down there? He had some sort of secret button, didn't he? Wow, this is a clever hint. A cha-cha for 3 guitars. A bit paranoid, aren't we? What's he been taking? I can't believe someone actually likes this record. Aside from Nick, of course. Fucking a bucket.
Whoa, look, lads! It's our lucky day!
We don't need to go through this again, do we? Don't you remember what happened last time?
I have a very poor memory. Almost as bad as my impulse control. Fact remains, you have been selling unapproved pharmaceuticals in Bobby Catesby's domain, and you ain't paid for that privilege.
All right, let's dance. Don't fucking touch me!
Do you have my record?
I have indeed.
This is fantastic! I'm finally going to be able to make my portal. Never mind about that.
And my motor? Have you made that?
And you have earned your boat motor. I won't ask you whose boat or where you're sailing it. I have an entirely different plan.
Does it involve portals?
Clever lass.
Remarkably compact for a boat motor. All right. I've got a boat motor and a boat manual. Now all I need is the General's bloody key. He doesn't have it in his office in the camp, or I'd have found it already. If I know him at all, it's in his safe house. Lovely day for it. Have you got my chemical bag?
Yeah! Yes! Yes, I have!
See you later.
There you go. Careful with your, chemicals.
What?
That you're carrying. In the bag.
Yes, of course. I'll be super careful. That's the old pumping station where I threw him the masquerade ball. Why don't I just sneak in and abscond with the key? He'll have the boat key in his office. I'm sure of it. Christ almighty. He's set for the apocalypse, isn't he? Fucking a bucket. No. No. No.
When I told you to come to my safe house, I meant knock on the door, not come down the chimney. Did you forget something?
Gwen's safe.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you're taking smashing good care of her. What if one of Dr. Verloc's boys comes knocking while you're out?
We'll move house.
And when they catch you out on the street, what happens to her then? Come, look. It looks empty from the outside. No sense painting a target on the place. Food for a year, Vitamins, first aid.
How lovely for you.
You'll stay here after I get Gwen across the bridge. It's the only place I can keep you safe. I wanted it to feel like home.
I think I'll keep looking.
You can't go. The doctors are scouring the streets.
This is a cage.
Not once you tell me where she is.
I'm not gonna do that.
I think you will. Baby's going to get hungry if you're not there to feed her.
You bastard! You horrible, vicious coward!
Sally,
Traitor!
do you love her, or do you just love having someone who needs you?
Let her stay with us. Here. Please.
This is no place for a child.
She's just a small thing. I'll make you happy. I promise. You'll come first. I can make you so happy. Just like when we first met.
How dare you!
I think I've just pissed him off. I've got to get out of here.
Sally? Oh, Sally, you won't be leaving this facility without me. I've the only key card.
I've got to take him down somehow.
Ow!
This is a really nice lab. Maybe I can use his own magic against him somehow. I can make morpholine. If I throw it in that fountain, it'll steam off morphine gas. And down he goes.
You're trying to come up with some clever chemistry, aren't you? I like you, Sally. Why do you have to be so damn difficult? Who else is going to give you what I can? What do you think you're doing with my protege?
You bloody witch!
He's got all my stuff in his office. I'd better get it back.
You'll come to your senses. I've done terrible things, Sally. I had to do them, but the mob despised me for it. I think I deserve a little consolation in my old age.
I'm not your consolation prize. How long was I in there? I've got to get back to Gwen.
Lovely day for it.
Lovely day for it. The neighbors think you've got a downer in your house.
Not me. If I were any happier, I couldn't walk in these heels. That's a joke.
They heard someone crying.
Love to chat, but I'm expecting Sir Robert any moment.
Then you shouldn't have provoked Dr. V like that. After he tried so hard to put you out of his mind.
Look, you tell Anton that the General is going to be really fucking pissed off!
I don't think he much cares anymore what mood Sir Robert is in. Personally, I'd like to see your customer list. Odd. Something I've not smelled since... That's a baby!
Yes. Isn't she adorable? Fuckity fucking a buckety bucket. Okay, think, Sally. If he doesn't come back, they'll send more doctors. We can't stay here anymore, can we? I've got to move you someplace safe. It's gonna be dark in here, darling. But when you come out, you'll be as safe as you can be. You're going to be as quiet as a mouse, aren't you? Because you don't want Mummy and you to be torn to tiny little pieces. Just go to sleep for a little while. All right? Now all we have to do is travel safely across the entire city and not upset any doctors or any townsfolk carrying torches or pitchforks or plague victims. Oh, the stories you'll have when you grow up. No one's here. Thank God. Let's get out of here, shall we, Gwen? Shh. It's almost over.
I don't know who you're trying to fool.
Mum?
Talking all posh like that. You think Prince Charming's going to come visiting with a glass slipper?
I hope not. He's already married to Snow White, Cinderella, and Sleeping Beauty.
Don't be smart. Nobody likes a smart girl.
Let's just lower this into the water. Oh, they won't anymore, will they? Make as much noise as you like. Maybe I'm not such a rubbish mum after all. You'll never know how alone someone can be. You have me. I'll have you. You'd never guess I'm happy, would you? We're gonna have such adventures. We'll be the two musketeers.
I wonder if little Artie got away all right. Wasn't that the caper? I thought he'd never cut the power. Well, I hope she likes it.
That wasn't very nice, what you did to Arthur.
What did you do while I was out?
Stuff.
Chanterelle? You're a master of conversation. Look what I got you in the warehouse.
Oh. She's so pretty.
It's a fair bit of Christmas there, isn't it?
Did you know the power switch was alarm?
They're all quite mad, you know, the Home Army lads.
Did you know the power switch was alarm?
I think they want the Germans to come back. It's the shame of it, you see.
You bloody knew!
For heaven's sake, Artie, times are hard, but you and I are neighbours from way back.
The tanks are hollow, Ollie.
What's that?
The tanks, they're made of papier-mâché.
Like we made at school.
We could have fought them. If they didn't really have tanks.
Did you know they were fake?
Of course not.
I wouldn't have had to lie my way off that train.
I would have told the lads. We'd have risen up.
But, Ollie, you were the General Secretary.
I did.
You must have known.
Don't forget a thing like that.
I lied my way off that train.
If we'd have known, we'd have risen up. We'd have had to.
I promised Percy I'd keep him safe.
We'd have saved you. And everyone else's kids.
Didn't you hear me? I have to go find him.
How? The bridge is crawling with policemen.
There's that thingamajig you told me about.
But I was going to use that.
You were going to leave me?
No, of course not. You're my daughter.
They'll never believe you're a bridge inspector.
You're right. You're always right. Take this to the Maidenholm Bridge and tell the bobbies you're there to fix the bridge works.
And from Maidenholm, I can get to Appleholm.
Oh, and say hello to Percy for me.
Well then, see you on the other side.
I don't see how you could have not known.
I couldn't have known about the tanks, Meg. I'd never have forgotten such a thing. I'll see the General. He'll tell you. He'll tell us I never knew. Margaret? He has to. Margaret?
Ah, for fuck's sake!
Someone's broken in. Look, down there. Wastrels. I think they're setting up some kind of bomb.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Go eat a banger, you leaky scunner!
Well, I guess we'll meet in hell.
Where the hell are they getting explosives?
I think they're setting up some kind of bomb. I think we might need to get out of here.
Away and boil your heads, you women!
Don't forget all your things on the ground floor. You don't want to leave them behind.
Better get everything I can scavenge out of there.
Careful, those people might still be here.
How the hell do I get out of here? The doors are blocked.
We can't stay here. The roof's going to fall on our heads any minute.
How about we go back up and jump off the roof?
Are you crazy?
Well, I have that parachute, so it's better than it sounds.
You're going to take a parachute up to the roof and jump off?
If you've got a better idea, don't be shy. Now, I just need to get up on that roof.
You're not seriously going to jump off the roof?
Come on, live a little. Bad choice of words, sorry.
Are you setting their fuse, right? Well, what if Private What's-His-Name lied to us?
Calm down. He's not stupid. We've got him locked up. If we don't come back, he'll starve to death.
They've captured one of the Home Army lads.
He could signal somebody through the window.
Then why don't you fuck off back to Canary House if you're worried about it? Who's there?
Let this be a lesson to you, then.
We have to get up the ladder. I think they're setting up another bomb.
Where the hell are they getting explosives?
Oh, wait. They're missing something. No, I think they found it. You're going to break your legs. If you're very lucky.
Well, I've always wanted to try it. Parachuting, I mean. I've already broken my legs once. Don't recommend it. If this doesn't work, I won't feel stupid for long.
Trucks away!
Margaret, wait for me! For Christ's sake! Ah, for fuck's sake! Hope those fucking wankers like rubble. I'm never going back there. Doesn't matter. He'll tell me I didn't know about the tanks. He's got to.
But we can't get into the military camp. I wonder if that soldier can help. The one the Wastrels kidnapped.
Help! Help! Somebody help me! They've kidnapped me!
Don't worry! I'm coming to get you!
Wait. Is that Ollie Starkey? Never mind then.
You don't want me to rescue you?
You'll only make it worse. Somehow.
Sorry, laddie. I need your help.
I'm not sure that actually was the mate, if you know what I mean.
So, how'd they get you? Did they sneak into the camp?
I, got lost.
I think he deserted.
Oh, taking French leave, or were you full out deserting?
It's always march, 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 drill, 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 and stabby, stabby, stabby with our bayonets. For years. The Jerrys are never going to come back, are they?
I need to go and talk to the General, but they won't let me cross the bridge.
Well, they won't let you through the front gate either. Well, I suppose I do owe you. Listen, just tell Sergeant Oldcastle you know what happened on Trim Street.
What happened on Trim Street?
What happened on Trim Street?
Well, I'm not telling you that.
I guess you're not heading back then.
I guess not.
See you when I see you then.
Not if I see you first.
You could have killed someone.
It's Sunday. Nobody goes to work on Sunday.
It's Monday.
Ah.
They're going to know it was you. You told everyone in the Duke's Arms you were going to do it. What were you thinking?
What do you think, lass? I was thinking I won't have to see Uncle Jack's stupid face everywhere.
They'll just put up another antenna.
You're right. Oh, you're always right.
I think you better get out of town.
And where do you expect me to live then?
In the Garden District?
They don't have televisions there, do they? I thought we could have a chat about Trim Street.
You shut your bloody mouth, you fat bastard. Let him pass, lads. He's not getting past the front gate anyway. Just this once. Try it again, and I'll kill ya.
You look a bit sad today.
You're a bit nosy.
You don't have to be mean,
I am mean. Ask anybody.
but you don't have to be.
You're right. It seems some of the lads over at the camp didn't like being prisoners of war, so they decided to fight back. But they lost.
What did the Germans do?
The Germans. Nothing. They got all the other prisoners who didn't fight back, made them shoot them.
Which would you have done if you'd been a prisoner of war? Fight back or...
Aye. That's a question.
Why aren't you a prisoner of war?
And that's the other one.
See if I don't.
They're blowing up the distillery? In God's name, why?
So the soldiers don't get drunk all the time?
If I didn't have more important things to do, I'd put a stop to that right quick.
Fucking Starkey's back.
I need to speak to the General!
Get him, lads!
What'd I ever do to them?
You know what you did.
It was a joke! All right, it wasn't a joke.
What about the air raid shelter? It goes right under the fence.
You're right. You're always right. I should have gone through the air raid shelter. Who the hell blocked up the entrance to the air raid shelter? What if there was an air raid?
There hasn't been an aeroplane over Wellington Wells since 1950, has there?
I'm gonna have to blow a hole in it.
Well, where are you going to get explosives?
Easy. From the military camp.
But we can't get into the military camp. Well, what about the distillery? They're going to blow it up.
Right. You're always right. I wonder if they've blown it up yet. Oh, you don't know what you've got till it's gone.
Well, if you can't remember things, maybe you shouldn't be drinking.
You're right. You're always right.
Well, they obviously haven't blown it up yet.
I suppose now we just wait until someone comes by with a pack full of plastic.
Help! Help! They're trying to kill me!
You have to help him.
What's he ever done for me?
Well, he might be the man with the explosives.
You're right. You're always right. Let's see what his problem is. I wonder how much liquor's left around here.
Ollie, focus.
Thank God you're here. I think they drew to the plastique. Wait. Ollie Starkey?
Look, I don't have to help you if you'd rather work it out with the plagueies.
It's Baden Powell. We were in the Punjab together.
Did you know him?
Haven't the foggiest.
Are you gonna help me out? Are you gonna help me out here, Starkey?
Well, this'll blow a nice hole in the air raid shelter. Oh, now I remember Baden Powell. Real kiss-ass he was.
Nil nisi bonum, Ollie.
Is that what you do while I'm scrounging all day? Studying Latin? What's the bloody use of that? I hope this is enough dynamite.
You better cover your ears.
Now, what's more fun than that?
Lots of things.
Now, we'll just go down there and pop up inside the fence.
Aren't you supposed to be at work?
I quit.
A soldier's allowed to quit.
I guess we'll find out, won't we? I don't think he'll want me back at any rate. Not after the things I told him.
The General?
This is all his fault. The registry, the train, the way we bent over backwards.
Wait. How can I be talking to you? You're dead. I quit because you're dead. My memory's all confused. It just sloshes around in my head.
Does that make it easier to bear?
Ah, fond memories.
Careful. I don't think they like you very much here.
Donald! Ollie? What possessed you to come here? Here, I can smuggle you out of trouble. Just get him a car. I have to take the lads at the bridge their supper.
I'm afraid I'm on my way in, not out. But I might take you up on your offer later.
I suppose the lads will just have to wait a wee longer for their supper then.
Where the hell's Cheeseman? Probably having a wank in the bushes.
Ollie!
Sorry.
He's probably in the latrine.
Or that.
He's not going to let you in. You'll need his key.
I can be quite charming when it suits me.
I bet he's still angry with you.
It's been 6 years.
Is he still deaf in one ear?
Sorry to bother you, but...
Storky! Damn your eyes! Intruder!
Told you.
Got you!
Look.
Attention all personnel.
The tanks were fake! The German tanks in the camp. Paper mache!
Don't take that tone with me, Sergeant. I'll call the lads.
They must have sent the real ones home after they took the town.
Yes, I don't need a bloody ghost of Christmas past.
Before the train. Tell him.
In 1946. Before they took the children.
I know when they took the children, Ollie.
We could have risen up. We could have saved them. I could have saved my daughter.
Really? Would the good townsfolk of Wellington Wells have followed me into the machine guns? Or would they all have hidden in their basements?
But after the war, you can't keep a secret like that, sir.
Ollie, the safest secret in the world is a secret no one wants to hear.
Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, Ollie, don't you recall? You used to have such a good memory. You typed all my correspondence. When they requisitioned the newspaper and the glue, they needed quite a lot.
You knew?
There's holes in my memory. Like a church made of cheese and all the congregation is mice. They have to know the truth, sir. We have to tell them.
The truth has too terrible a cost. Isn't that the decision we all made? Anyway, I'm out here in the Victory Memorial Camp. You don't think I'm the one who decides these things, do you?
Who's minding the bloody store, then?
The Executive Committee in City Hall. Why don't you drop by for a chat? I'm sure they'd happily listen to the ravings of a mad Scotsman from the Garden District.
They'd listen to you, sir.
They'd tear me apart like starved jackals, and then they'd pop a joy. I think you should visit Sally Boyle.
I don't want to forget.
Really? Because we had this exact conversation a year ago.
Oh, Margaret. I'm sorry. Margaret. Margaret!
Well, an apology makes it all better. doesn't it?
I'll ask Miss Bing.
You will not.
She'll help me.
I'm calling the lads.
You better get out of here.
How?
The cook, obviously.
Right. Donald?
Ready to go?
I might have overstayed my welcome a bit, eh?
Hop in.
Shut your puss, Fatty.
Do you remember my meat pounder that I lent you 2 years ago? And you lost it smashing some televisions? That's quite an obsession of yours, isn't it?
I can't stand Uncle Jack's stupid face. Damn collaborator. Traitor.
Now, you bought half a bottle of whiskey in recompense, but whiskey's, let us say, 2 bob.
5.
Quiet. You want them to hear you. 2 plus half of 2 makes only 3. Seems to me you owe me at least 3.5 bottles of whiskey to even up accounts. Open up! I'm off to feed the lads on the bridge.
You're not hiding Ollie Starkey in that cart, are ya?
I didn't think it fit. Not unless I cut him apart at the joints and boiled him a bit.
Just move along, if you don't mind.
Highway robbery.
I make it a total of 8.5 bottles of whiskey. You owe me.
Fine, I'll get them for you next week.
I'm so glad we had this wee chat. Crap, all off. Cart's broken down. They don't engineer like they do up in Scotland. I'm gonna have to go back for parts. Do not steal the bridge boys' dinner, or I shall be cross with you.
I'd never do that to you. I'd do it to the bridge boys, but not to you.
Don't make me regret helping you, Ollie. Not again. And come back next week with my 8.5 bottles.
Don't even think about taking anything, Ollie. You've got few enough friends as it is.
Oh, I knew about the tanks. Everybody's got to know. They've got to know. If the General will help, I'll go to Waterloo House and talk to Miss Bing. People listen to her.
Now, try to behave whilst you're in the village, okay?
Hello. Would you like to donate to our Uncle Jack charity drive?
On your trolley, you huffy wee fuck bumper!
Ollie!
Oh, my goodness. You're Ollie Starkey. It's Ollie Starkey.
Fuck the lot of you! Jack's a collaborator and a traitor! I'll piss up my kilt!
Ollie, I didn't ask you here, did I? If you take enough joy, sometimes one forgets the silliest things.
People in town are getting a tad bit skinny. I think they're starving to death. And they're painting the streets in fucking rainbows. Have you not noticed?
Have you had your joy, Ollie?
Why are you all wearing those ridiculous new masks?
You should get one. They shape your face into a smile. And when you smile, you can't help being happy.
You were kind to me, even when I got confused. I had no one else to turn to.
Oh, Ollie.
We have to tell people. They need to know the truth.
No, Ollie. People do not need to know the truth. Truth is the enemy of happiness. Isn't that the decision we all made?
Oh, but you know the truth, don't you? There's not a thing I can tell you that you don't already know. Is there?
No. It's better not to know. You, of all people, should understand that.
I'm truly sorry about this, Miss Bing.
Help! There's a downer in my... Ah! Ah!
Is this some sort of silly prank?
When I left the village, I thought you people knew what you were doing. Turns out, well, I've been keeping to myself.
I have a pillbox in my kitchen. Would you mind terribly bringing me my joy?
Oh, no, I can't.
Please, Ollie. You were never cruel.
I'm a soldier, Mom. They teach you to be cruel. I need to see the executive committee.
They won't listen. You'll only upset them, and then they'll take more joy and forget. They don't want the whole truth. No one wants the whole truth.
You know what, Miss Bing? I'll come back. I'll come back when you're in your right mind.
No! You can't, please. I'll take you to the executive committee. I'll walk you there. Anything, just please. Give me my joy! I need my joy. Why won't you give me my joy?
Sure, I'll go get it for you right away. Now, where would a woman stash her joy?
I'm afraid joy is after my time.
Here we go. She certainly hates to be off her joy, doesn't she?
You're not going to give it to her.
This is what you were looking for, wasn't it? I'm afraid I can't let you have it.
Why the fuck are you doing this? You evil downer bastard! I am gonna kill you! I am going to kill you!
Sorry, I need my words to stick in your head instead of flying right out the other ear.
I've got to answer the blower. People depend on my decisions.
She's got her own pneumatic. I better answer it. Who the hell is Clive Birthwhistle?
You should find out if she likes him or not. You can't trust her, of course. Maybe there's a letter or something somewhere.
They're going to need an answer right away. You don't know how critical my answers are.
Okay, Mr. Birthwhistle. You can have as big an office as you like.
That doesn't sound like Miss Bing, does it?
Off you go.
This is all some clever joke, isn't it? It's terribly funny, Ollie. Let's just call this a prank, and you can untie me now. Please.
Miss Bing? Is everything all right? I'm sorry, but I shall have to enter the premises.
Who's that?
Why don't you go find out?
If you're going to talk to that Bobby, you can't do it looking like Ollie Starkey.
Who the hell am I supposed to look like then? King Edward?
Maybe there's a maid's uniform in the house somewhere. Ollie, she's going to scream if you don't gag her.
Get away!
Hello, it's Beatrice Dalrymple from the Executive Committee.
I'm so sorry. Something's come up. Please come back tomorrow.
Is that General Bing?
Yeah, I haven't got time to chit-chat. We're trying to save the world.
All right. Tomorrow, then. Tomorrow, I guess.
I hope Miss Bing didn't sneak off while I wasn't looking.
Take the key and lock her up. Lock her up. Lock her up. Take the key and lock her up, my fair lady.
I brought some food.
I made them sing, Ollie, so they wouldn't be afraid. But then they had to get on the train. Do you remember how they screamed?
Aye, I remember. All except my daughter.
Your daughter?
Aye, Margaret. Because she was dead. You've got to eat.
I'm gonna throw it right back up.
What was it your dad fed you when you were sick and couldn't eat anything else?
Coffee yogurt.
I'll bring some.
Give me my joy! Why won't you give me my joy?
I'll get you that coffee yogurt.
Why won't you give me my joy? Why won't you give me my joy?
All right, coffee yogurt. What is yogurt exactly?
It's fermented milk, like cheese, only it doesn't curdle.
So I just need some old milk and some coffee.
And probably some sugar to make the medicine go down.
Well, that's coffee yogurt a la Starkey. I hope she's not particular.
Everything is quite all right. Sleepy tight, nighty night. Everything's tucked out of sight, my fair lady.
I think you better give her that yogurt.
This is awful. You've ruined it. Oh, Father, why have you forsaken me?
I didn't know what else to do.
Oh, that will be the gardeners. Perhaps you can suggest some lovely colour combinations.
I think you better answer that.
I didn't realise she was quite this popular.
Get away!
So who am I pretending to be?
You could always pretend to be the maid.
Who is it?
It's Brown, the gardener. Could you get Miss Bing?
I'm sorry, she's very busy.
You should have said that she's out.
She's very busy being out.
I'll leave it with you then. Would you, open up, please?
I haven't got time to shave.
Well, wrap something around your face.
And I'm a fat, ugly Scotsman.
Not all maids are thin, pretty, and French.
You've got all the bloody answers, haven't you? Just a minute!
You better make sure she's out of sight.
So, should I stick her in a closet somewhere?
I'm afraid so.
Here's an accounting of all the gardening supplies. She can pay me next week. Cheerio.
I'll see that she gets it. There are acts of heroism you never get a medal for, and they're some of the bravest.
I need air! Open the door! I'm suffocating!
I think you'd better let her out. No, you may not just leave her in there for a bit.
I didn't say a word.
Well, that's a good look for you. Suits you. You might want to shave a bit.
Christ almighty, can't these people think for themselves?
You must let me answer my messages. They won't know what to do on their own. promise I won't put in any secret cries for help. I just need to answer.
Who the hell is Prudence Holmes?
You really ought to get out more, Ollie.
All right. I'm afraid she's been gone from the office for some time. Good luck. Why do I feel like a squealer? Off you go.
I was your friend. The only one who was nice to you. Why would you do this to me? Have you at least got a cigarette?
They'll kill you, you know.
Whoever told you that?
Last time I managed to dig some out of the rubble, a house collapsed on me. I nearly died.
Give me some joy! I need my joy!
You'll feel better soon. Ish, I think.
Miss Bing? Oh, Miss Bing? It's Constable Naismith.
You're busier than a one-legged man at an arse-kicking contest, aren't you?
You won't fool the bobbies. They'll expect their sandwiches.
I think he's getting upset. Ollie, you better talk to him.
Oh, sorry, Constable. Miss Bing is not here.
Well, if you don't mind, Ma'am, I'll make my own determination as to her localization.
No, come right in.
Miss Bing? You around?
You better get Miss Bing back to the closet.
It's tiring work being a constable, you know. On your feet all day with hardly a sandwich to keep you going.
I think he wants a sandwich.
Why didn't you just say so? I'm a housemaid. I'm not the bloody cook. Our little secret. Constable, you must be so hungry. Would you like a sandwich?
A sandwich? You know we cannot accept gifts in the line of duty. Oh, look at the time. I best be on my way.
Oh, now, if the tide of visitors has receded a bit, we ought to be able to talk to Miss Bing a bit.
The children won't stop screaming.
You have to talk to them. Then they settle down for a bit.
Are you mad?
Aye. We could have saved them, you know. The tanks were made of papier-mâché. Little Artie Hastings tore a hole in one of them.
What could that possibly matter now?
I suppose it doesn't. Except that's just the first lie. Then comes the victory that wasn't, and then the happy pills, and the Simon Says because the kids are all gone. You can paint loaves of bread on the shop windows all you like, but if people don't wake up, we're all going to starve to death.
Please, give me my joy.
Oh, I need you here with me, Ma'am. Not off in Neverland with Wendy and Peter.
All right. The tanks were papier-mâché. The children didn't have to get on the train. Poor Margaret Worthing didn't have to die.
Nah, she didn't.
We go to City Hall, back entrance. There's a private elevator. The code is 0126.
The date of the victory.
I'll write you a letter of transit. It won't be enough. People won't face facts. Not until we take their joy. That's what we have to do, Ollie. And when we do that, they'll murder each other in the street.
Then why would you help me?
There hasn't been a baby born in Wellington Wells in 17 years. We don't talk about that.
I'd forgotten that.
Let's go see the executive committee.
Oh! People have to know.
In an hour, you horrible little man. I won't even know you exist.
You have to find the letters of transit.
I can't stay here. Victoria's probably run to the police already.
Then hurry! Find them!
Right. I'm done fooling around.
Well, that was unexpected. Ow. But I've got a letter of transit now. I'll see the executive committee in the parade. I'll tell them the food's running out. I'll make them listen. Should clear up soon, I think.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. The executive committee have decided to close the parade to visitors for the duration.
Duration of what?
They neglected to specify, sir. But I have been specifically informed that it is unrelated to the dispersion of plague. So, you may put your mind at ease in that regard.
Then how the fuck am I supposed to get to the parade, you bell-headed turd?
Perhaps you can dig a tunnel, sir. Good luck.
For fuck's sake! He wasn't helping me anyways.
Aren't there already tunnels?
For the train tracks, oh sure, but there's no way past the hatch on the other side. Believe me, I've tried.
Then how does the mottling get to the village from the mines on Apple Home?
You're right. There must be tunnels. I've no idea where.
Do I have to spell it out for you?
Dr. Faraday! Oh, yes, she designed the motorlink flow system. Oh, she's got to have the blueprints for the motorlink tunnels.
Bravo, Ollie. One day you won't need me anymore.
Don't you start talking nonsense, lassie. I'll go see Dr. Faraday. So the
Where do you think you're going? There's no visitors for the two recreants in there. Mr. Maxwell and Mr. Bacon are under house arrest. Kindly evaporate!
Thank God! We've been cooped up there forever. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, but there's been an absence of absence, I'm afraid.
James, you don't have to air our dirty laundry to every stranger that passes by.
If you do the wash, we wouldn't have so... Anyway, this is Ollie Starkey.
Who's he when he's at home?
We served together at Ramsgate.
Oh, Ramsgate. Sorry to intrude.
Jealousy doesn't look good on you, Roger.
You wouldn't happen to ken the whereabouts of Dr. Faraday?
Not actually sure. She was always talking about making a portal in the universe. It sounds ridiculous, but Roger says, well, we're a little worried she succeeded.
Don't tell anyone. If she has gone for good, we're out of work.
I was sort of hoping... Well, she designed the motorlink pipes under the city, didn't she?
Oh, yes. That was one of the first things she did on her own, after Mr. Faraday went on holiday.
You're not going down into those tunnels, are you? It's like tangled hair down there. You know, like what's in the shower drain because certain people don't clean it.
I was hoping there might be, blueprints.
There must be, but the place is such a mess and she blew it up. The Bobbies won't even let us downstairs to water the plants.
If Dr. F comes back and they're all dead, we'll never hear the end of it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Ollie, they want you to do it.
Well, then why didn't they... I could water them for you.
Oh, would you? We could try and dig up your plans while you do.
Once again, the heroes of Ramsgate save the nation.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
We'll make a gardener of you yet.
think we found your blueprints.
Brilliant. Give us a look then.
The thing is, we need someone to pollinate the flowers down there.
Pollinate? Is your bum out the window?
You can't expect a soldier to know about flowers, James.
But we can't go down there, can we?
It's my bee cannon.
It's her bee cannon.
Well, she made it for me.
I thought you were worried about pollinating the plants.
All right, fine. Here's the bee cannon. You'll love it. It's got cannon in its name.
What am I to do with that?
Just find some bees, suck 'em up, go to the flowers, spit 'em out.
I'll do my best. Bees. There's no bloody bees in the village. Ah, damn it, it's back to the garden district, isn't it?
Take your joy immediately.
Poor bees. They're the only ones around here clever enough to plan for winter, and now they're pretty much fucked.
You're Father Nature.
Didn't you think that was funny? Crickets.
Maybe they found your blueprints by now.
Well, look at that.
There's a tunnel, but it's a bit dark.
It's under the Uncle Jack fan club.
They don't like you very much. Why?
We have a sort of disagreement about whether Uncle Jack's a very fine, funny fellow or a rotten, murdering collaborationist traitor.
So that's why you smash all the televisions.
Roger, manners.
Have you got an escape plan for after you talk to the executive committee?
Why would I need an escape plan? I'm just going to tell the executive committee what's going on in the village. They're not going to shoot the messenger, are they? Then I'll just go back to my...
Home in the train station.
How would I escape, anyway?
Oh, I know. The parade float.
It'd be ridiculous, Roger.
What are you talking about?
The Uncle Jack fan club. They bring a giant balloon to the Battle of Flowers parade every year. It's enormous. It's supposed to be his head. Well, that could carry you away to, well, wherever the winds take you.
I suppose if I'm in the club anyway, I might as well grab the float. If nothing else, no one will have to look at Jack's head floating across the village on May Day.
You will need quite a lot of helium to fill it.
Oh, I'll jump off that bridge when I get to it.
Look, empty hydrogen tanks.
What am I going to do with empty ones?
The label, DSIR, the Department of Scientific and Industrial Research. Well, you know, in Arkwright Labs. In the parade.
You think we can get the deposit back?
They must have full ones there.
Oh, what did I ever do to deserve you, Margaret? All right.
In 1952.
You're betraying your ignorance.
And now it's time for famous Britons.
How on earth did he get to be Uncle Jack?
Everybody likes him, except you.
Have they forgotten what he did?
People are forgetting a lot of things now.
Oh, I suppose they don't even know what he did to you. But how did they forget who it was on the German radio every night during the occupation? They locked him up after the victory.
People don't talk about the past anymore.
When did they let him out?
You've forgotten things too, you know.
You're betraying your ignorance. It was Christmas 19...
They don't need a cook. They need a maid.
Where's the bloody parade balloon? Time to get the float out of here.
Ollie!
I said float. What did you think I said?
We didn't come here for the float. We came here to get into the Motoline tunnels.
I knew there was a hatch here. I hope it really does go to the tunnel to Appleholm. We haven't been in the parade in a while, have we, Margaret? I hope the executive committee listens. I hope they're willing to tell people the truth.
Don't forget to get some hydrogen for your float, in case it doesn't go well in the broadcast tower.
I hope you're wrong, Margaret.
What are you doing in my playhouse?
Margaret?
It was raining.
Your legs are all wet.
They shot you. You ran and they shot you.
You're still drunk.
Are you gonna haunt me?
Do you want me to go away?
No, please don't.
I think you're sitting on Helga.
Sorry, Helga.
I almost finished her. She's ever so upset about her apron. She likes everything to be just so. Could you finish her for me?
Molly.
Can't you just not look at the telly?
No, I can't just not look at the telly. They put one in every bloody corner. I'll tell you what I can do. I can blow up the bloody broadcast antenna at City Hall.
That is the worst idea I've ever heard from you.
What do you know? You're dead. Huh? Haven't got an answer for that, have you? Margaret. Margaret. Ah.
At the Wellington World
The Department of Senseless Idiotic Research.
when machines will clean your house while you nap. That'll make the wife happy, won't it? An industrial research.
If anywhere's got hydrogen, it's these bambots. If not, I'm off to the executive committee to fill a bag with hot fucking air. And there's my hydrogen. Now, I just need to walk out the door and...
We have an intruder! I'm shutting all the doors!
Ah, for fuck's sake! How do I get out now?
Up here, Ollie. I think you can open up the doors from the office.
Well, how the hell do I do that? I can't fly up there, can I? Oh, wait, the cannon.
Oh, God. Please don't use the cannon. I'm shell-shocked enough as it is.
Just need to make sure it's facing the tower and wind it up.
That's a terrible idea.
And now, I just get in.
I hope this doesn't tear off any bits you'll miss later.
Why didn't you mention that before? Still got all my bits. They just hurt extraordinarily much. Who needs trains and planes? We ought to have sent the mail by cannon.
All right. All right. I've opened the door. Now, please, just go.
Thank you kindly.
I'm going to have the worst headache for the rest of the week.
The broadcast tower can't be that far from here. I wonder what the executive committee's up to right now. Oh, I don't think I want to try to get past Headmistress while she's on the job. I better shut her down first. Where have they hidden her controls?
It's out of power.
Where do I turn on the bloody power to the elevator? Ah, there we go. And up I go. the hell happened here?
The food production.
Good Christ, it's all going down the crapper.
You don't have to talk like that.
Who's in charge here?
You're in luck. It's me today. We rotate the dread responsibility. Do I know you?
So, there's only one of you who doesn't take joy on a day?
I might have had a little.
The tanks in the military camp. Did you know they made a papier-mâché?
Oh, that's terrible. Would you like a joy?
Have you been getting out into the village lately? People are getting a bit slim. And these charts, are we running out of food?
Oh, no, don't look at the charts. They're horrible. Here, let me get you another joy. We've got our own booth.
They're the executive committee?
So, you people are in charge of the whole shebang?
That's us. Ever since the victory. What's wrong with the tanks?
You know what? I've forgotten.
Oh, good. Well, come back if you remember, but with any luck you won't. Be seeing you.
We have to tell people. They need to make a new executive committee.
Absolutely. If they won't heed the loony from the garden district, they're sure to hearken to the dead girl in his head.
They'd listen to Uncle Jack.
You know what that man did.
Everyone listens to him. All day long.
I can't stand his smirking face.
Ollie.
You're right. You're always right. But it's not going to be pretty. If we go upstairs, we're going to make him tell the truth about bloody everything. Hello? You? Hello? Here's Ollie. Hello? Time to pay the piper, Jack.
Where is he?
Good Christ! He's gone off! You can't have gone off! I've got things to tell you, Jack.
It's his last show.
How'd you ken that?
The camera's smashed. They couldn't have shot another. Play it.
Let's see what Jack has to say for himself.
I'm sure I had it right here. You know, there are times that you can actually take a little too much joy and, well, then you can't remember where anything is, can you? Ah, yes. Here it is. Mrs. Florence Gilbert of Brougham Hayes is holding an exhibition of her hand-knit dolls. Well, she likes to make dolls from all over the world, all knitted in wool.
It's his last show.
How'd you ken that?
The camera's smashed. They couldn't have shot another.
Do you know who'd have liked that? Margaret.
Why is he talking about you?
Who's Margaret?
Because I love dolls.
What am I talking about? Who cares about the past? Well, listen. Do drop by to see these fabulous dolls at Mrs. Florence Gilbert's.
Poor thing.
Poor thing?
She loved dolls, you know. She had dozens of them. They're from all over. I can assure you that there's absolutely no truth to the silly rumour that the food is running out.
How does he know about your dolls?
However, it is true that there's a brand new flavour of joy. You'd think a 12-year daughter would be over dolls.
His daughter?
Yes, Ollie.
But she'd make these darling little costumes. I knew it was wrong. I mean... She was even excited about going to Germany. It was me. I couldn't imagine living without her, so... So I hid her. Someone tipped them off. And she ran.
No, that's not right. It was Jack what turned you in and I what tried to save you.
No, Ollie. You turned me in.
I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time.
But you were my daughter.
Jack Worthing. Margaret
I mean it.
Worthing. You're Ollie Starkey.
No, I couldn't have. I could never have betrayed you. You're my...
Neighbour. I was your neighbour.
How could I? How could I do a thing like that to a little girl? Dear God. Dear God, I'm sorry, Margaret. I never meant to hurt you.
Well...
It's a bit late for an apology.
What can I do? Tell me.
Do you hear me? We've come to the end of our time. The food's run out. We're all going to starve to death. You have to stop taking your joy. Take it from Jack Worthing. That's me.
People have to know.
That Jack's your father?
Stop.
That Jack's gone. That the food's run out.
All have to stop.
That they have to stop taking the joy.
Stop it.
You have to broadcast the tape.
Right, I could do that.
But you won't, will you?
God, I never meant to hurt you, Margaret. I'm sorry.
It's not going away.
They've cut the power. The bastards.
There's an emergency... one of those wheelie power thingamabobs. You're on air. Watch out, someone's coming. Watch out, someone's coming.
It's not going away. It's not going away. That's the end of our time.
We're running out of power.
Do you hear me? We've come to the end of our time. Oh, have to stop. Stop. Stop it. You won't.
We got a downer here, haven't we? Right.
I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time.
I won't have
We're
it.
running out of
Really takes it out on his shoulders.
Come to the end of our time! We've come to the end of our time! Come to the end of our time.
I guess walking out the front door's out of the question.
Good thing I made you get that float.
What do we do now?
We say goodbye.
To who?
I'm not really your daughter.
I know that.
And I'm not really here.
But
I'm a lie too.
We've been together so many years.
You don't think having an invisible friend is a wee bit babyish for a man who's been to war?
We can hide in the train station till it all blows over.
Now that you've put that on the telly, I think it's time you put away childish things.
You're right. You're always right. Goodbye, Margaret.
Hey! You bastards! Look up! It's Ollie Starkey! Wake up, you damn sheep! I never liked you! Or you! That's right, you as well, pal! It's not a lovely day for it. It's a fucking terrible day for it. Lovely day for fucking what anyway? Fuck the lot of you bastards! I'm going home!
Are you all right, sir?
I'd forgotten just how heinous a person I am.
Well, the truth is not for everyone, sir. You see, some people find they are stronger than they ever supposed. Some people can let go of the confabulations that have comforted them. Some make choices that surprise even themselves.
Booze run out. You have to stop taking your joy.
Perhaps these people are not you. Are you sure you don't wish to forget? And go back?
I was happy before, wasn't I? Are you really a constable?
I patrol the boundaries. Come on, sir. Once you're out there, you'll know what to do.
Thought I knew the difference between heaven and hell, between the dark and the light. Every day.
Lovely day for it. Lovely day for it. Lovely day for it. I don't even know how to tell the truth anymore. Lovely day for it.
Are you joking? It's been shitty all day. Did you not notice the drops of water falling out of the sky? It's gonna be shitty tonight too.
You're right. It has been rather a shit day.
Thought I knew the difference between heaven and hell, between the dark.
Sir.